Hello, welcome to this video. I'm going to teach you how to track time in SwiftUI for your apps that might need some time tracking. Remember that I will put a link to the source code on GitHub in the description so you can check it out, copy and paste, whatever you want. Let's get started. Here, I would like to create a simple stopwatch. So first, I'm going to make a VStack, then inside of it, create a button with a label that I'll just set to a circle. Alright, looks like a nice button there, and then we can add some padding to the VStack so that it looks nice. Now I want to add some variables here. Create a state private var start time, so what I'll say, this will be a double, then equals, we'll just set it for 0 right now. Then another variable, and we'll do end time. Then another one, this time we'll just do is running, which will be a bool and will be set to false. So here we have this button. When it's pressed, I want is running to toggle, and then I'm going to check if it's running. If it is, we will set start time to date, and then parentheses, time interval since 1970. This will give it in seconds. And this is going to be a really big number. I can show you. So if it's running, after it changes, it will set the start time to the time interval since 1970, and that's in seconds, so it'll be a really big number. Make sure that you set the start time and end time to doubles and not floats, because with floats, it has to follow the 32-bit integer limit. With doubles, it doesn't have that, so it can be larger. Now what I want to do is create end time equals date, parentheses, time interval since 1970, if it's not running. So we've got the start time and the end time. I actually wanted to create one more variable called elapsed time. We'll set that to a double and set it to 0. When the end time is calculated after that, we are going to set the elapsed time to end time minus start time. So now this right here will show the elapsed time. If we press it once, then press it again, it will show the time in seconds between those two taps. You can see it works every time. Now what I want to do is set this text right here to be running as we have it toggled, just like clock. So here we have an example. You can see if I start the stopwatch, it's going, and I can see it going right here. When it stops, it stops. Right here though, I can't see it going, so I would like to see it going like this right here. To do that, we will have to wrap whatever we want to update in a timeline view. I will just wrap this in a timeline view. So to do that, we write timeline view, then in parentheses, dot animation. Then after that, the brackets, then context in, and right here. So now we can put our text in here. We will do a string, and then inside that string, we will check if it's running. If it is, we will calculate the date, time interval since 1970, minus start time. And if it's not, then we will do the elapsed time. So now it should work every frame. And look at that. We can see it running right there. Then we can add a bit of styling to the text. Alright, another thing I noticed from the clock app is in the stopwatch, there's only 2 decimal places after the seconds. That's what I want to replicate. To do that, instead of using a string like this, we will wrap this inside a string, and we will put at the first argument format colon space, and then inside a string percentage sign dot to f, then after the string a comma, just like that. So we are now formatting the text or this string to 2 decimal places, and look at that, it works. We can even change this to 3F, so we can have a more precise display of how many seconds that is. As you can see, this resets every time we play it. To change that, all we have to do is check if the elapsed time is 0. Then if that is true, we will then set the start time to the time interval since 1970. And then if that's not true, we have to set the start time to the date, time interval since 1970 minus elapsed time. This will allow us to continue where we left off. And that is it for our play and pause button. We can wrap the circle in a Z stack, then put an image after that. And there we go, we have a nice play and pause button. We can wrap the button in an H stack and then make another one. This will be the reset button. In it, we will just set is running to false, set the elapsed time to 0, and then we can add some padding to the buttons. There we go, a nice little stopwatch. If you liked the video, then like the video. If you think you want to watch more, then subscribe. And if you think I messed something up or otherwise could do better, then leave a comment. And if you have a question, ask the community or request a video. Thanks for watching.